All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Jodi there.
Nikolai there.
And we are super excited to react to some more QI.
Quite interesting.
And this is a topic that, do you like this topic or do you not like this topic?
Sure.
What's Gothic about the Goths?
Oh my goodness.
I never fully understood Gothic things. Is it just like being a dark, mysterious creature who's like, is like sadness and negative emotions tied to it? Is it having like a negative outlook? Like what's like a cynicism outlook on things? Like what exactly is the Goth? Like I know someone who's dressed Gothic and someone who's acting this or what, but what is about it?
I don't know, because there's also like different types. Like you have Gothic architecture, Gothic cathedrals,
Gargoyles.
different things that make those Gothic. But I just know, at least dress-wise, I was your punk rock early 2000s emo child.
And for how long was that? 6 months? I don't know. I'm just asking. Oh man, it took that hard. I'm just saying, all the pictures I've ever seen of you when you were younger, before I met you, I have yet to see the Gothic pictures.
I didn't say Gothic. I said, like, the scene, emo, like,
The
band
scene.
t-shirts, and the SCENE. Yes, it was a thing with the hair, like, and the dyed, and the...
I remember.
I
Not
know
from
you do.
I remember the cool pink hair. Is that part of the scene?
Yeah.
Oh, I just remember that word and never really knowing what that meant.
Whatever.
Scene. This is so scene. Or whatever they said.
I spent a year in high school living on the dark side with the fishnet tights and the school shoes and skirts. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing. Had the black lipstick and everything.
Oh, see,
And for me, personally, it was revenge on some parental control
fatherly
in my life
figure
that I want to rebel against in my deep, dark abyss of a soul.
And I guarantee you did not have a cause for your rebellion.
No, I was depresso espresso and I was mad at my dad.
Espresso. If you like our reaction to this QI clip anyway, please don't forget to
Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
That doesn't
now
really
here
work.
come all the comments.
It's not going to be
What?
the comments. That doesn't only work.
Jodi was Gothic. Oh my gosh.
Depresso, espresso. Espresso like gives you energy.
It just rhymes, Nick. I was depressed.
Gotcha.
She
Rhyming.
rhymes.
No more rhyming and I mean it. Here
Anybody want a
we...
peanut?
Exactly. Go.
What is Gothic about the Goths? Yes.
The Goths were an ancient German tribe, I think, who wore crushed velvet and very, very thin drainpipe trousers and spat in shopping centres. And Goths have carried on that tradition to this day.
We're a rampaging army of horny-headed warriors.
Yes, and actually you should have some points because, oddly enough, people think of Goths as German, but they were originally Scandinavian. And you look Scandinavian, well, you know, from that
Glaswegian, Scandinavian.
Norwegian Scandinavians.
They sound dangerous.
They came from Scandinavia, and they defeated the Vandals, who were a group of Germans, which is where we get our word
Hang
Vandal
around
from.
bus shelters.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think you are, oddly enough, the most Gothic of the Goths, because the point is Gothic has been used to mean all kinds of things. What kind of things can you think of that are applied to Gothic?
Cathedrals.
Cathedrals, why are they called Gothic?
Well, is it anything that isn't classic?
Yes, it was an insult, is the point. In Renaissance Italy, they called them Gothic to mean barbarian, because they were conceived to be the people who destroyed Rome and therefore destroyed civilization. So Gothic was a huge insult. So there was Gothic architecture. What else is
Gothic
it was called
literature.
Gothic? Gothic literature. That's where you start to get Gothic in terms of the macabre, isn't it?
Yes, and a sort of Byronesque sort of anti-hero, maybe.
Yeah.
The bad monks and women who always fainted and slightly lesed it up.
Yes. And what other forms of Gothic are there? Does Carpenter Gothic mean anything to you?
Carpenter Gothic.
Carpenter
It
Gothic.
was an interesting phase in their recording career where she was quite skinny anyway and she had the mascara. It looked good.
No, Carpenter Gothic.
Was it a death-obsessed Geppetto? Oh, that's American Gothic, isn't it?
That's right. By...
No, I thought it was Norman Rockwell, but it isn't.
No, it's not.
It's Grant somebody.
Grant is right. It's Grant Wood. And that is the actual
so
building
smart.
there in Eldon, Iowa.
Wow.
Looks better in the painting, really, doesn't it?
Yes, a little dilapidated.
How they got Gothic from that? What's Gothic about it?
And that pointed ecclesiastical star window is it's a Gothic arch.
It's a bit of a lame effort, isn't it? Considering the trouble we went to over here,
I
the
know.
Americans think they can put a window like that in and call it Gothic. Lazy Gothic.
Lazy.
Half-assed Gothic.
Couldn't be bothered to do it properly Gothic.
Just so it fits under the roof, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't the guy in that painting his dentist?
You're absolutely right. It was Grant Wood's dentist. Points for Sue Perkins. That's pretty damn good. And the woman...
Is it Gail from Corrie? Pretty sure that's her.
Gail Corrie.
Helen Worth.
Helen Worth. Very nice woman.
She looks exactly like the character she plays. Very talented.
There's an incredible similarity.
That's very good.
It really bothers me that that gargoyle is picking its nose. That's all I can see every time they go back to Stephen Fry. That gargoyle right
right
there
next
is
to him.
picking its nose.
We've actually seen a clip
Bothers me
from
so
this
bad.
longer episode. I remember seeing those. I didn't notice it until right now, but seen that before.
Yeah.
Because I think I've seen that before.
Oh, so gross.
Anyway, so there are lots of things we call Gothic. And, of course, there are the young people who go about in black eyeliner and stuff.
Well, I like the fact that it makes me think that the Goths sacked Rome only after being nagged by their mum for a fortnight.
Oh, we have to. Rubbish.
He looks like he has eyeliner on. Jimmy Carr does in that little clip there. So it's crazy to me how famous that painting is.
Mm-hmm.
Carpenter Goth, is that what you said? Goth Carpenter? Just that, I mean, I don't know why that became so iconic,
No, seriously.
but you see that everywhere. I'm impressed that she knows so much about that painting.
She knows so much about a lot, and like when I was younger, I could remember things a little bit better than I can now. But now, like, I'll watch documentaries about like different countries or about like early Romans, and anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that I can't remember things. Like, I watch it and I'm so entertained. I'm so excited to tell somebody. I'm like, I don't remember any of it. I struggle so much to remember things. Even when I put words of the day, vocabulary for the students, if I don't read that word in definition at least 5 times, and like repetitively, not just for one day, for like days and days, I forget it.
I'm the same way.
I
Like,
forget
honestly, I will say, okay, I'm going to do something like in 5 minutes, and then I'll forget 5
It's
minutes
not gonna
later.
happen. My students know that.
If it's long term, people at work will be like, okay, don't forget about getting this deadline done. Like, what are you talking about? It was an email. Was it? We talked about it 2 weeks ago. I was there for it? I wonder what that... I mean, I'm sure everyone has their own different capacity for memory, but I wonder if it's, you know, if you got... This is going to sound so...
Too much going on?
It's going to sound so prideful. Yes, but if you have, like, too much going on in your head, like you're thinking about doing this and thinking about doing that, and you got the kids and you got, you know, church responsibilities or you got work and whatever. Again, I'm sure there's people with amazing memories that have a whole lot going on, even more going on. I mean, I think about doctors, right?
Yeah.
Doctors have to know everything about everything when it comes to their field in medicine.
Mm-hmm.
If they make one mistake, was it this or was it that? Or do I put this here?
Yeah.
Do I do that? And then they're just done. Now, maybe it's, you know, they've been doing it so much for so long. It's their field. It's their expertise. They just know so much about it.
And that could be, because I feel like that is like with teaching. Every year when it comes to learning about like something like the 7 types of pronouns, which you never, ever, ever use. In reality, it's like if you were to ask me, I'm like, well, let me think about it. But then they come right back because I teach it every year. But I don't know. I've struggled with my memory for years and years and years. But it's bad the older I get.
Very bad. We hope you enjoyed our reaction to this. What is Gothic about the Goths? I still know nothing about it. But I was very intrigued and interested in what they were talking about it. If you like it anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back tomorrow for another video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Goodbye.